Thank you, Dorsa. Alice, congratulations. You're starting to string some victories together. How do you feel about your last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, of course, the previous game, it was kind of unexpected that I was able to win. But because that endgame, I seemed to be kind of losing. But this game, I thought it was, I thought that I kind of was pressing the entire time. So, like, out of the opening, I was able to win a pawn, and I was able to keep it. There was a moment, like, later where I felt that my position might not be winning. That was later when, like, so I think I knew all of this up to bishop d2.
That was still your preparation, yes?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I think after b3 I was planning to play knight b6, but bishop d2, knight b6, I wasn't sure whether it was as good, but I think it was okay. And after a takes b6, rook c1, queen d5, now she could play b3, but like I don't think she really wanted to, because I might be able to win the a2 pawn, and it's always a long-term weakness. And in which case the b3 pawn would be really weak. So she decided to sacrifice it with knight e1.
And at this point, you are already feeling quite good about your chances, I would assume, right?
Yeah. After queen d5 and she was able to play this f3 move, here I didn't like my position quite as much, because I think if like knight f6 and e4, and it looks like I'm losing the pawn. So like knight d6, of course the c5 pawn drops, so I have to play knight g5. But now my knight is really awkwardly placed after e4, queen d4 check, king g2, and then I played rook d8. I'm not sure whether it was good or not, but I think it was okay. After knight f4, oh yeah, I was expecting her to play
h4 maybe?
Maybe knight f2.
Knight f2 here, okay.
And it looks like, yeah, now she's threatening h4, and she might have some rook d1 ideas where my queen is kind of awkwardly placed, but I think I was calculating that I should still be able to keep the pawn. After here, I wasn't sure whether I was winning or not, because I guess she could have exchanged queens. I'm not sure how good it would have been, but if she exchanged queens, I think she could have tried to use the fact that my c5 pawn is weak and my knight is out of the games, and her knight is also still good, so she can try to like maybe win the c5 pawn, do rook b5, and then like try to harass my b pawn with a rook and knight.
And then you guys went into this variation, kept a lot of pieces on the board, but at the same time, a lot of things, unfortunately for her, for Zoey, they were going quite wrong. And she was up a pawn, but unfortunately all her pieces are in very, very bad shape right now. Now, you came up with this idea of rook to e1 and queen to d5, finished it off nicely. Congratulations, Alice. Now, tell us a little bit about your show. What's happening with Alice's Pawn Palace while you play these tournaments? Do you still do the show in between games? What's the status of that?
Well, usually I do the show like once every few months. But I am mostly focusing on this tournament, so I'm not doing it during the game. But I'll probably do one hopefully soon after this tournament.
Well, big congrats from us and all the panel. String those victories, and we'll see you in the championship rounds.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well done, very well done. And I just wanted, sorry,
Yes.
I wanted to turn our